Here's a compilation of some creative effects. All of these are included in my new pack. Open your clip in the Fusion page, and add a merge node. Bring a mirrors node in empty space, connect your clip to this, and drag it to the left viewer. Everybody knows that's pretty much an unusable node, so I've tried to come up with something out of it. Change the mirror placement to Kaleidoscope. Right-click to the angle slider, and select to modify it with anim curves. Go to the Modifiers tab, and change the source to duration. Now this will spin your image a full circle till the end of the clip. If you want to make it move slower, then bring down the timescale slider. Go back to the Tools tab, and adjust the center size slider to your liking. Bring a soft glow node after the mirror. Adjust the glow sliders to your liking, open the Color Scale menu, and choose a color for your glow. Bring a frame average node after the glow, and increase the frame slider. Connect this to the merge node as a foreground. With the merge node selected, add an ellipse mask. Check the invert box, and adjust the softness slider and the size of your mask. If you want, you can bring down the blend slider of the merge node. You can go back to the mirror node, and play around with the size slider to find out what works best for you. Open your clip in the Fusion page. Disconnect it from the out point, bring a background node in empty space, and connect it to the out point. Add a merge node after the background. Select your original clip node, and bring a particle image emitter node. Next, add a particle custom node, and after that, a particle render node, and connect this render node to the merge as a foreground. This is the full setup for this effect. Go to the particle emitter node, change the lifespan value to 1, and make sure to check the box that says create particles every frame. Set the X density slider to 0.05. If you want less lines, then use a lower value. Select the particle custom node, and go to the particle tab. Find the position Z box, and write down this expression. I will add it in the description so you can copy-paste it. As you can see, nothing happens yet, but here's the part where you get to flex for the ladies. Go to the Numbers tab, and by adjusting the number 1 slider, you get this 3D look-like effect. If you want to add an extra step to this effect, add a color correction node after the render node, and choose a color for your effect. Open your clip in the Fusion page, and add a brightness and contrast node after. Bring down the saturation slider, and increase the contrast slider. Add a soft glow node after, and leave it like it is for now. Bring a wand node in empty space, connect your clip to this, and drag it to the left viewer. Change the color space to lab. Right-click to the selection point, and select to modify it with shake. Bring a bitmap node after, and make sure the wand node is connected to the yellow point of the bitmap. Connect the bitmap to the white point of the soft glow node. Adjust the gain and the glow size to your liking. Now you can go back to the wand node, and play around with the range slider, to find out what works best for you. Once you are happy with the effect, you can add another soft glow node after the current one, and increase the glow size. Connect the bitmap node again to the white point of this second soft glow node. Last step, bring a film grain node, and increase the strength and roughness sliders. At this point you just need to go back and forth and play around with the sliders to find out what works best in your case. Bring an adjustment clip on top of your clip. Trim down the size of it to your liking. Right-click on it, and select to open it in the Fusion page. Add a duplicate node, increase the copies slider to 5, right-click to the size slider, and select to modify it with anim curves. Go to the Modifiers tab, change the source to duration, and set the offset slider to 1, but now you have this ugly zoom effect. Go back to the Tools tab, right-click to the Blend slider, and select to modify it with anim curves. Go to the Modifiers tab, change the source to duration, set the curve to easing, and the in and out to expo. Change the scale value to 0.6. If you try to play it back, you will see that this doesn't work. Let's pretend that I made this for a reason and not because I forgot. You need to check the invert box, so the copies start strong and fade off at the end. Go back to the Tools tab, open the Blur menu, and adjust the blur, the glow, the burn-in, and the colors to your liking. Once you have something that you like, you can go back to the Edit page. Duplicate the adjustment clip as many times as you want, also change the size to make it faster or slower. Add a Fusion cross dissolve between your clips. Select the transition and open it in the Fusion page. Add a merge node after your transition. Bring a frame average node in empty space, and connect the transition node to this. Change the sample direction to both, and set the frame slider to 2. Add a time speed node after the frame average, and change the speed value to -1. Connect the time speed node to the merge as a foreground. Select the merge node, right-click to the blend slider, and select to modify it with anim curves. Go to the Modifiers tab, and check the mirror box. Your transition is ready. For the potato-brained people who are going to ask again, can I save this as a preset? Yes, you can, as you do with everything you create in Fusion. Open your clip in the Fusion page, and add a soft glow node after. Bring a difference keyer in empty space, and connect your clip to the yellow point of the keyer. Add a time stretcher node in empty space, and connect your clip to this one also. Uncheck the keyframe button for the source time slider, right-click on it, and select to modify it with shake. Go to the Modifiers tab, and bring down the smoothness slider. Right-click to the minimum slider, select expression, and type down this expression, time -5. Same goes for the maximum slider, but this time use this expression, time +5. Connect the time stretcher node to the green point of the difference keyer. Select the keyer node, and play around with the low and high slider, to adjust your mask. Once you are satisfied with the mask, bring a bitmap node in empty space, and connect the keyer node to the yellow point of the bitmap. Connect the bitmap node to the white point of the soft glow. Now you can go to the soft glow node and adjust the sliders to your liking. I always like to add some strong color to my glow, because I have a terrible taste. Bring a Fusion cross dissolve between your clips, select the transition and open it in the Fusion page. Double-click to the transition node to open it, and select the dissolve node. Change the operation to alpha merge, and set the apply mode to difference. Go to the Modifiers tab, change the curve to easing, and set the in and out to expo. Close the dissolve node, and add a merge node after. Bring a camera shake in empty space, connect the dissolve to this, and then to the merge as a foreground. Select the merge node, and bring down the blend slider around 0.6. Select the camera shake, bring down the X slider, increase the Y slider, and increase the speed slider. Change the edges to mirror. Right-click to the overall strength slider, and select to modify it with anim curves. Go to the Modifiers tab, change the curve to easing, set the in and out to sine, and check the mirror box. Go back to the Tools tab, under the Settings menu, check the Motion Blur box, and increase the quality slider.